This morning we got the bad news that Jim Rodford suddenly passed away. He was the bass player for Argent, and he was the bass player for the Kinks in the later years. And he was most recently the bass player in the Zombies. So Jim was not a tall man, and he liked to play a Fender Mustang bass, which is a short scale. It's the only short scale thing close to a Mustang that I have access to. It's a Squire Bronco, basically the same shape, gets about the same tone. But I'm going to talk a bit about what made Jim's style unique. And he had a way of playing where he liked really making it punchy with staccato notes, and you could really hear it in Hold Your Head Up by Argent, which went like this. The way he would do that, where he'd lift and cut the note short and then leave a little silence in between that note and the next one. That was a key to his style, and it came through in a lot of Kinks songs, like Living on a Thin Line. A lot of people know that from the Sopranos soundtrack. It starts off with that. That's all pretty normal. Then he goes into... And that's very much unique to him. When you hear that, you know that's Jim Rodford playing bass, and it wouldn't be anybody else. Another thing that he liked to do, and notice it more in Kinks songs, he liked to he would play like a bass line that moved around a lot, but he would put a root note in between the notes that move around. And I kind of equate it to if you were talking and every word you hum in between every word you say. It's the only way I can describe what it is. But I wish I could fly like Superman was like that. And he also did that sort of staccato picking in that while he was doing this. So that had like this. He's always going back to his root note. But he's doing it fast, you know. And he also did it on Give the People What They Want. Give the People What They Want has what's basically a standard walking bass line, which you would think of in the key of A. The song in the verse, it alternates between A and D. So that would, if you were playing it normally, it would be. That's a standard walking bass line. He kept going back to his root note, so. So up to speed, he's sawing with his pick here, going. Which, it's a lot of work, and it kind of makes the song a little punchier. And it was something that I don't think there's any other bassist out there who would play that like that. And it was just a great part of his style. And if you listen through to anything by Argent or the Kinks from the low budget album 79 on until the end, it was always Jim. And he really added a lot to everything that he played. He was a great player. I really suggest, you know, pop some of this stuff into the YouTube search and take a look, because you'll find all kinds of stuff to, you know, that's just great listening. And really pay attention to the bass part. Think about Jim, and you know, if if he's somewhere else, I hope it's somewhere good. And you know, it's a tough one to lose him. So thanks a lot.